The story is about Jeff, who is a National Geographic photographer who's sent to Hungary, and his guide is this young lady named Petra, who is a university professor.
You have this story about this sort of fish out of water, this dumb American guy named Jeff, played by me, who is sort of stuck in his ways, and he has to get out of his city of Atlanta and get into this foreign country.
A film about really love and learning to accept people for who they are.
I think it's cool how politics are incorporated into it, as well as a love story. I think it can reach a lot of different types of audiences that way. I've learned a lot actually through the plot, because doing the storyboard, I had never been to a train station before.
We really are off the grid at this very moment, out here in the countryside with barely any internet or any connection to the outside world.
I remember being in maybe our second meeting, looking at the script, reading it, but just seeing it all being put together every day out here has been amazing.
I feel a disconnect from Jeff a lot of times. He makes me so mad. He's like a Nat Geo photographer who hates to hike, who can't walk quietly, who's scared of large animals. It's like he hides behind his camera, and that's his only outlet. He has this apparatus in between him and the real world, and so many of us do that. And it makes me mad because I realize that about myself through the character of Jeff. And what happens in the story is that Jeff is pushed outside of that. He's pushed from behind the camera, and he has to get his hands dirty. I can really connect to that. Jeff has an adventurous side, but he also has some fears, and I think we can all relate to that as well. All right, are we driving?
Yeah, right. That's why it's called hiking, because we're driving.
I really like Petra's character. I think she's very sassy and straightforward about what she wants. You know, she doesn't really play any games, but she knows how to have a good time. And I feel like I kind of relate to that. I'm really straightforward and to the point, but it's not I don't know how to have fun, you know? I think Petra and me are similar in that way, where we just know what we want when we want, but, you know, we still just enjoy life, so.
I really do feel like they're little pieces of me, in both characters. My dad is an officer, so we go to the range a lot, so I have shot shotguns, and it makes me just remember those times with him. Just being a little homesick, it just reminds me, of my family.
From National Geographic, right?
Oh God. This is not happening.
I think in different ways I connect to both of them. I mean, more so with Petra's character. She knows what she wants and she will go for it. With Jeff's character, it seems like he's not really willing to learn, but I think that's a facade he puts up.
I feel like I connect with, him being in this new place and, kind of being out of place and just trying to figure out how he can, do his job and, figuring out where he fits in this new environment.
This is not happening.
Well, it looks like it is. We are now new best friends forever. I'm Petra.
I feel like I could see myself a bit as Jeff, not really realizing what's in front of me, and sometimes I need that extra push like he is given by Petra. I can be Jeff sometimes, and I can be Petra sometimes too.
I do see myself in Petra because she's a badass, and I'm a badass. We relate on that level of being bad and just being rebels. I feel like Petra's just a rebel. She don't care. She's more thug than Jeff is, so that's what I like about her. Jeff is cool too because he's, exploring and all that, and he's into photography and film such as myself. But I see myself more in Petra.
I have a great connection with Petra. I feel like it's actually me, just a different name. We have so many things in common, like sense of humor and the way she thinks about things, I guess. And I'm pretty sure that's probably the main reasons why Dr. Lewis thought I would be good for this role.
They're both so talented, and it just blows my mind that this is Nora's first film, and she's doing so well with it. I mean, she's killing it.
It's been a pleasure working with Weston and Nora, who is an old student of mine and now an old close friend, and they're two great actors. They're in every scene, either together or alone. So we spent a lot of time together over the last 5 weeks. And when I was writing this, I thought that she would be the perfect person for this. She's done a really spectacular job being the lead character in this film. This is her first time doing any acting whatsoever, and it just sort of seemed to come naturally to her.
Nora.
Nora is like a little ball of sunshine to me.
Working with Nora is a treat because she is one of the sweetest people you will ever meet.
She's just so down to earth. She's like your girl next door.
She's just funny, genuine, smart.
She makes me laugh. She's hilarious.
Nora's funny. I wish everyone that's watching the film could see her behind the scenes shenanigans. You know, we read the script together, and she wasn't what I had in mind for Petra. You know, she looks very sweet and innocent, and that is definitely not her personality. She's definitely very sassy. She'll let you know what she wants, and that's her self and Petra. So I think the character is perfect for her.
As we've been filming, she fits the character more and more and more, and it's amazing. It's like Dr. Lewis did a great job.
I love the film. I love the relationship that the two actors have with each other.
What's it like to work with
Nora is a terrible actress. She smells bad. She's a thief. No, that's a joke. Oh, that's a joke. Nora's great. I've had a really great time working with her. We connected on a pretty cool level, and I didn't expect that to happen. It's almost impossible not to have a off-camera relationship with someone that you're working that closely with. In this case of me and Nora, I mean, we're able to sort of keep spirits high. I think the project benefits from it. And she's talented, almost as talented as me.
Weston. Weston is a great guy, and he's a great actor. I feel like he's really good at editing stuff and like behind the camera stuff too. We made a really, really good connection. If we didn't have what we have, then this movie just would not be the same. I can't imagine like shooting this movie with anyone else but him.
Weston was in my class the first semester when I was writing this thing, and he was a pretty good actor. And I asked him if he wanted to go on a study abroad program to be an actor in this. And he said yes, he would love to do it. And so I kind of wrote the story with him in mind, saying the words and sort of saying, how would Weston say this? So that's how he became Jeff Cobot, or Colfax, as he calls himself.
Weston.
I like Weston. I like him a lot. He's very funny, and I think he's perfect for the role. He plays Jeff very well. He's really natural. He's a good actor.
He's really focused once he gets into his character, or once he starts, rehearsing his lines. And, when it's time for the camera to roll, he's ready,
Working with Weston has been really fun because he's so funny, and he's a real character.
He makes me laugh all the time. He's so easygoing, and I just love how funny he is. I think it's just him. Like, you can tell it's just so genuine.
I don't know, Weston is just hilarious in general. Like, also, he makes you very comfortable.
He reminds me a lot of my older brother, actually. So that's been really great, just because my older brother and I are so close.
It's always a learning experience with him. It's not more like criticism.
He's got a good spirit, very good energy to him.
He's a great person. He's a great actor. He's fun. He's really fun.
They work together pretty well, and they complement each other on screen.